Hey guys, welcome to another edition of the SG WrestleCast. I'm Skylar. Let's talk some wrestling. On Sunday combined with Monday, I was able to watch Elimination Chamber. I have to say it was a little bit better than I expected, except for the gimmick matches, which were the chamber matches, which we'll get into. But let's just say from a booking standpoint, they were both weird and a shit show. The saving grace to this pay-per-view was one single match, and the main event was still really damn good. But besides that, it was just kind of a throwaway pay-per-view for me. I think as we transition to Money in the Bank, it's going to be interesting to see who wins Money in the Bank. I feel like people are going to say it's Roman Reigns. They've already announced 6 of the people that are going to be in Money in the Bank. But I think a sleeper pick in there is definitely Neville. Neville's going to be in the Money in the Bank match, which he deserves it to be in the Money in the Bank match. And if he wins it, that's going to be really, really interesting. But I think people are thinking about Reigns winning Money in the Bank. It's probably going to happen. Reigns is going to win one Money in the Bank. But this is not a Money in the Bank predictions video. It's Elimination Chamber review. So we started off the night with the Tag Team Championship Elimination Chamber match. This was a shit show. Was the Ascension, the Lucha Dragons, Los Matadores, the New Day, which are the champions, Cesaro and Tyson Kidd, and the returning primetime players. From a booking standpoint, this match was a shit show because it was really designed to do one thing, which is sort of give the primetime players, some face heat a little bit, and them returning to the ring, which was okay. But if you're gonna do that, don't waste everyone in the match. But the thing is, from a booking standpoint, the match was booked awful. They had jobbers in the Elimination Chamber match. The Ascension shouldn't have been in the match. The Los Matadores shouldn't have been in the match. And from a perspective of introducing them and stuff, the primetime players shouldn't have been in the match. This should have been Cesaro and Kidd versus the New Day rematch, because they're the only teams that are in the championship picture right now. The Lucha Dragons were a nice choice. I think they wasted a little bit of what each team could do. Los Matadores had no business being in the match. It was just kind of like a shit show. I planned that no one was going to get eliminated till all 6 teams were in the ring, and then it was going to be a shit show. It was less of a shit show than I had originally predicted, but it was still a shit show. What was it? Oh, the primetime players, were actually, it was nice to see that they showed up. And I think what they're going to be doing with the primetime players, they're going to try to, make them work as baby faces, which that's fine. But Darren Young is just way better than Titus O'Neil in the ring, but Titus O'Neil is more charismatic. I think the blend between those two, I think they could be, put them with the right people. I think they could definitely pull out some good matches. Because they were the last ones with the New Day. But the New Day just had an unfair 3-2 advantage. All 3 members of the New Day were in the chamber match, which was confusing to me. So, in general, I just thought the match was pretty awful in execution, and from a booking standpoint, it was a shit show. But the New Day retained. Nothing all that important there. Next match was the Triple Threat Divas match. This was also a shit show, but for a different reason. I gotta say, bravo, ladies, you were trying. But the thing is that there were just too many botches. This match was a really sloppy match. I'm okay with Nikki Bella, but she's been the champion too long. I'm okay with Naomi, but she bailed on a lot of moves, and she was just kind of, really, I guess, she was trying to make a statement with how, she was going about doing moves and whatever. And I feel bad for Paige, because Paige pretty much got jobbed out. The finish was Nikki Bella giving Naomi the rack attack. I just think that Nikki, as a champion, she's overstayed her welcome as champion. We need to get a new champion in there. Whether that means put it on Paige, whether that means put it on Naomi, I really don't care. But the match really wasn't that good. It was just kind of like run-of-the-mill, whatever. A different kind of match than you would see on Raw or SmackDown because it's a triple threat match, and like I said, they're actually trying. But, yeah, not the kind of match that I would think that you'd want to see from, I guess, three divas that can go a little bit. So it's kind of a disappointment. The next match was John Cena versus Kevin Owens. This was badass. This was the reason you should watch the pay-per-view if you didn't watch the pay-per-view. It is amazing. They did what I thought they were going to do. They put Owens over clean. That was the best possible thing you could have done, because even people that didn't know who Kevin Owens is, they know who he is now. And I actually appreciate it, because maybe it was just like a crowd thing, but I'm telling you, most of the crowd seemed pro John Cena. Like, they were showing shots of like little kids and like, you know, people wearing John Cena merch, and they were just like, when Owens won, and like Owens made a statement, and I think that is amazing. Kevin Owens is the man. I ordered my KO shirt from WWE.com, and yeah, I'm on the bandwagon now. You know, if I wasn't on the bandwagon before already, I was when he debuted. I knew how much of a badass Kevin Steen was in the independents, and I knew how much of a badass he was going to be in NXT, and now he has the NXT title. They already have a rematch planned for Money in the Bank. Not going to be a long time. As soon as Kevin Owens drops that title, he will have no problem. He'll already have a place in the main roster, which that's amazing to me. Who is Kevin Owens losing that title to? Probably Sami Zayn. Zayn's probably getting it back. But no, this match, John Cena versus Kevin Owens, was amazing. I just think there was a little bit too many near falls, false finishes. They had some spots where Kevin Owens even stole the attitude adjustment. He did it missed, but he did like a shooting star, like off the second rope. It didn't connect, but just the fact that he can do that makes him very agile. But I just think it was a great match, and I can't believe it, but 2 straight pay-per-view matches where John Cena matches where I've loved. And the first one was even with Rusev, who I'm not a huge fan of anyway. So I got whatever John's doing, you know, John, you just keep doing what you're doing. I still don't like you, but at least, you know, you got Kevin Owens over and you did that well, so thank you for that. Next match, I felt bad for these guys because how can you follow it, but Bo Dallas, who was terrible, versus Adrian Neville, and this was just a standard match you would see on Raw or whatever, but Neville got the win. Neville deserved the win, of course. They're going to build him up for bigger things. Like I said, I think he's a nice sleeper pick for Money in the Bank. I don't think he's going to win, though. I think the guys that are announced for Money in the Bank are Ziggler, Neville, Reigns, Sheamus. Did they say Ambrose was in it? I'm not sure. I don't think Ambrose is going to be in it because he's going to be with Seth Rollins in a ladder match, I think. As you can see, I already, Kofi's going to be in it. Kofi Kingston. They announced 6 people that are going to be in the match, but Neville's going to be one of them. But yeah, I mean, Neville got the win. He deserved the win. So, it wasn't a bad match. It wasn't a good match. It was just like, meh. Next was the Elimination Chamber match for the IC title. This was also very strange from a booking standpoint. Bad News Barrett was the first one to get eliminated by R-Truth, who had no business being in the match. Oh, yeah, and they replaced Rusev with, I was expecting something big. I was expecting, if the matches weren't back-to-back, I would have been like, oh, put in Neville, They didn't end up doing that. someone who's so relevant right now. Yeah, they put in Mark Henry. What? Like, why? Why? He hasn't been on TV in like 2 months. Why? You know, I think he was in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I think. But man, might as well put in Big Show at that point. Speaking of Big Show, the winner of this match has to deal with Big Show now at the next pay-per-view, which is going to be a shit show of a match. But yes, it was R-Truth, Mark Henry, I can't even remember who was in the match. Ziggler, Barrett, Sheamus, and Ryback. And I really thought that it was a sure thing that Sheamus was coming away with this one. Just because he has the most momentum right now as a heel. He's been working with Ziggler really well and everything like that. But to my surprise, they pulled it out. So Barrett got eliminated, and then Truth got eliminated. It came down to Ziggler, Sheamus, and Ryback. And I was like, oh, well, Ryback's going to get eliminated. I forgot how Ziggler got eliminated. It wasn't a brogue kick. Oh, it was a shell shock. No. I'm thinking of the finish. Anyways, I don't know how people got eliminated. I don't remember. But Ryback actually came away with the win. Sheamus and Ryback was a very weird pace once it was just down to them. Ryback gets his first singles title, which good for him. I think he deserves it. He's been there. I just think they should have put it on Sheamus, but from a perspective of giving Ryback something else to do, because he has a lot of good momentum right now. Hey, good for him. You know, I still say, hey, where was Bray Wyatt in this match? I think Bray Wyatt could greatly benefit from getting a championship right now, because he is on the same level as Ryback as far as he's been there for a little bit. Like, why don't you give him a title? You know. Plus, you put the guy in a match with The Undertaker. Don't you think he should have at least the United States title? At least. But yeah, just the match was really weird from a booking standpoint. Why put R-Truth in there? Why put Mark Henry in there? And like, in reality, it's like, Wyatt beat Ryback. Why wasn't Wyatt in the match? Why was Ryback in the match? Like, Ryback was in the match, and then he won the title. Whoops. I don't know. It was just such a weird stance. Like, from a booking standpoint, just, like, really weird. But good for Ryback. I think I like Ryback. But, alright, so, what else? Oh, yeah, so then we come to the main event. Main event was okay. The finish, they did the Dusty Rhodes finish, which is always awesome. You know, it's, you know, they did it to where Ambrose got the title. Well, sorry, Ambrose won the match. I'm trying to think. They did it so, like, Rollins pushed the referee into Ambrose. And then, but Ambrose got the 1, 2, 3 on Seth Rollins as another referee came into the match. It's just so stupid. Give Ambrose the title. And when that happened, I had to double check because there were still 8 minutes left in the pay-per-view. So I said, God damn it, they're going to find something to get the title off of Ambrose. Or some stupid, like I said, you're going to do the Dusty Rhodes finish where, oh, you beat him, but he's not actually you're not actually the champion. Stupid. It was a stupid finish. It didn't really anger me at the time because we know, at least from that finish, that they have confidence that Ambrose can hold that title. I just don't like it. I don't like the Dusty Rhodes finish. But it's like, so because Rollins pushed that referee to Ambrose, Ambrose got a disqualification victory, not a pinfall victory. But see, the thing is that one referee got knocked out, another official came in, the match continued, and Ambrose got the 1-2-3 on Rollins. Like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. There should have been more. Like, I don't get it. It was a nonsensical way to finish the pay-per-view because the match was really damn good, but just really stupid. You know, really stupid. And in a way, it's like I don't appreciate them doing that to Ambrose. But Ambrose walked away with the title because, you know, he's a lunatic, aided by Roman Reigns. So Dean Ambrose has the belt, and now he's only going to give it back to Rollins if Rollins agreed to face him in the ladder match, which he did. So I think that really the next pay-per-view is going to be interesting, at least. You know, it's going to be interesting to see what they do with Ambrose and Rollins and kind of progressing that story, because the matches they have are excellent. Like, the chemistry they have is absolutely off the chain. But this match was a 5-star match, except for the finish. Once again, the authority thing is getting old. Seth Rollins being the authority's boy is getting old. I think Rollins could do really well as a face at some point. But that also means you have to turn one of the Shield guys heel, because right now Reigns and Ambrose are, you know, accomplices. I think that's going to lead to a Roman Reigns heel turn, where if Ambrose does get the title, Reigns is going to turn on him. And so now, like I said, this is all pointing towards what I think should happen, and it shouldn't be fucking... I think what they're going to do is Rollins versus Lesnar at SummerSlam, because Lesnar is coming back. You know, Rollins versus Lesnar at SummerSlam. But for Mania, I just want to see a triple threat for the title, because they're all at that point right now where technically they all should have a title reign before they do it. But whoever has the title at that point, maybe they do something where, like, Ambrose wins it, and then, like, Reigns wins it. But then, like, Rollins wins it back, and then it, like, gets vacated somehow. I don't know. They could do it how it could get vacated somehow. WrestleMania, triple threat, Ambrose versus Rollins versus Reigns for the title, and whoever they want to run with at that point get the title. I think Ambrose, honestly, I'll put it out there, Ambrose is the most talented in the Shield. Rollins is the best in the ring. Ambrose is the best overall because he has the best charisma, and he's really, really solid in the ring. And he has the best look, the best character, the best everything. You know, maybe not the best look. I think Reigns, like I said, Reigns is a very good-looking guy, but I'm sorry. Like, he just doesn't have it. He's getting better at the charisma thing. He's good at being, like I said, he's been a face ever since the Shield broke up. So if they keep it in that sort of medium where Reigns is the face, because as soon as you put him with someone, like, as soon as you put him in a match with Ambrose, that's it. He turns heel. Like, Ambrose is gonna be super face. You know, you have to do it in a way where, you know, there's almost nothing you can do, because Ambrose is at that point, which, you know, the commentators compared him to Steve Austin, where it's like he's going against the authority. He's the likable heel, pretty much. So, I don't know. I think in general, Elimination Chamber was kind of a waste, because the Elimination Chamber was back. Both of your matches sucked. You know what I'm saying? Both of the Elimination Chamber matches absolutely sucked. Worst part of the pay-per-view, in my opinion, besides, like, I guess the Divas triple threat. So it's a shame. But, I mean, Owens versus Cena was worth the price of admission. Ambrose versus Rollins was worth the price of admission, except for the damn Dusty Rhodes finish. But yeah, guys, what did you think? The Elimination Chamber. That's my thoughts, and I'll see you in the next episode, which will probably be in a week, when I preview the Money in the Bank match. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.